whole enthusiastic self.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
know we'll be able to hear you.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Ryan.
I'm Nick. Here's my resume and cover letter behind it.
Okay, that's good. How's it going?
Yeah, it's good. How are you?
Yeah, it's going well. How's the weather out there?
Oh, you know, the leaves
Pretty
change
nice,
colors.
right?
It's pretty beautiful.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. This interview is to check your compatibility for the digital marketing analyst position.
Okay.
I'll just give you a quick preview of how this interview is going to pan out. We're going to start with some hypothetical questions. One about Google Analytics, another about social media, and Greek conflict. And then, depending on your answer, I'm going to propose a follow-up question.
Okay, sounds good.
We're going to talk about your previous work experiences and wrap that up with some info about the company and allow you to respond if you're interested.
Sure.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. What in your experience prepares you for the position of digital marketing analyst?
Well, one of my most recent jobs, I worked there during the summers. It's a production company. I'm actually more on the production side, so we go out and build stuff. But what I've been allowed to do in recent years is I go in and I help the sales teams, and they actually use Google Analytics. And so we'll review the website, see how much traffic we're getting, see what parts of the websites are getting more traffic, and then we can tailor our service to what the customers seem to be interested in based on what's getting the most traffic. And then working with the sales team, we can really analyze like what we're doing and what we're doing good, and it just seems to be like it's a pretty good tool for assessing where you are and how you can move forward.
Yeah, can you tell me more about the company you work for?
Yeah, so it's called Special Events. It's actually a tenting company, and they're based in the Bay Area. And so they do huge events like the Gay Pride in San Francisco, and they have like festivals. But I was a leader there, I was a manager. I had a crew of about 2-3 guys, and we would go out and do the smaller jobs. I'd help on the bigger jobs, but and my position as a manager, I would take the lead on that. I'd deal with the customers. And our biggest thing was, quality and efficiency. It was all about getting it done on time and doing it right the first time. So from there, I really learned, a lot about time management and how to get things done quickly and how to get them done right the first time instead of having to go back and do it again.
Okay. All right, moving on. Do you have any experience with Google Analytics? We want to make sure we ask the same questions first of all.
Right. So like I just mentioned, our sales team does use Google Analytics, and although I'm not a member of the sales team, I asked that I could, maybe get in and see what was going on behind the scenes. And so this past year, they took me in and they showed me what was going on with Google Analytics and how they were using it with our website, how it was influencing like what decisions they were making. They let me, help them come in on like the decision-making meetings where they were deciding, okay, this is doing really well. How can we improve the parts that aren't doing as well?
Okay. So Solace Productions is starting an online marketing campaign for a new movie franchise. So we're planning on targeting specific regions of the world, in particular Asia and Europe.
Okay.
And so here's my hypothetical question. Using these tools found in Google Analytics, how would you target those regions?
Well, I think the number one thing with social media and getting out, new products or a new movie is really attention and effort. Social media, I think, only works when you are paying attention to it and you're constantly adjusting it to what the market needs. So with Google Analytics, it has a lot of tools that relate to different sections of the markets. So with Asia or with Europe, I would look at what information they could provide me as to what has been working in the past in those areas, and really try and tailor our marketing to fit that. So using Facebook campaigns or Twitter campaigns to really get some social media buzz going on before going on with like commercials or billboards and stuff like that.
So do you have a working knowledge of social media websites such as Facebook and Instagram?
Of course. Being a 20-something in today's world, I think you have to. I know that I have a Facebook. I know pretty much all of my friends have Facebooks and Twitters. So yes, I'm very familiar with the websites, very familiar with the tools, and not just from like a personal standpoint, from a marketing standpoint. Like I said, with the company that I work for, we did use Facebook campaigns and Twitter campaigns to really jumpstart our business and to draw in new customers.
Okay. If you're given only the name of our company, Solace Productions, what social media platform would you use to promote our company?
I think you can't just use one. In order for these sort of campaigns to be successful, you have to go across the board and use a shotgun approach. Throw as much mud at the wall and see what sticks. So I wouldn't just focus on one social media website. I would use a combination of as many as I could get my hands on.
All right. Moving on, do you enjoy working in a team?
Of course. Like I said, I had the opportunity to really manage my own team this past summer, and I liked it a lot. It was really fun. I love getting close with teams, and I think building rapport is really important, and I seem to have an aptitude for it. So working with teams is definitely something that I like to do.
Great. All right. So here's another hypothetical question.
Okay.
Dealing with teamwork. Working in a group of 4, you have a deadline of 2 days for a production project. One member has consistently underperformed and once again has not done the required work. With only 2 days to finish the project, how would you address the situation?
Well, with the deadline as tight as that, and with the size of that some of these projects can be, at that point I think it would be time to cut the person and really focus my own efforts or the other members of the team on completing that section that the person has consistently failed to meet. Moving forward, I would set more concrete deadlines for them to make sure they have more deadlines. So I could control their work and see what they're doing over time. So maybe every day I see what they're doing and I get a report of their doing. So I know that they aren't slacking behind like this, and so we don't have this issue coming up in the future.
All right, that completes the questions. You mentioned certain strengths in how you're addressing different problems and your ability to work in teams. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
You mean as far as my qualifications?
Yeah.
I've always been parts of sports teams, and I think working, with a group of members to attain a certain goal, especially in sports, you attain a certain skill set, and you really learn how to work with people, and you work how much more can be accomplished when you're working with a group of people. All of us are always smarter than any of us.
I like that. All right, to just briefly recap about our company, Solace Productions aims to equip visionaries with the tools to realize their dreams through new media by providing them financial funds, promotion, and necessary platform to get their work recognized. Solace Productions prides itself on quality entertainment and artistic vision. Really, part of the company culture is the value of creativity that we place, and how this really helps us grow because we feed off of each other's input, and so it's a real team-based effort.
That's awesome.
So I just wanted to let you understand where we're coming from as well.
Okay.
And that concludes our interview, so thank you for your time. And if you have any other questions.
I did actually.
Yeah.
Well, as a member of the Justice League, I was wondering what my day-to-day responsibilities would be like working for you guys.
Right. For the most part, you'll be working side by side with us. Your primary role, however, is to report back the results of the Google Analytics tool. And from there, your creative input will be presented as far as how we're going to use this social media platform to present that, or to take advantage of
Sounds great.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
All right. Well, you can expect to hear back about a decision.
sounds good. Thank you very much.